What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, surprisingly, we're going to be concluding this series. Now, I didn't actually plan to end this right away, it's more so that when I was writing this I realized this would actually be a perfect finale for the series. And I know that probably means all of you are going to be concerned, like, does that mean this is going to be a bad ending that it's ending so soon and abruptly? Well, no, it's not actually going to be as abrupt as you think. It's just that I didn't expect for this to be the finale, but it is. So that begs the question, why is this the finale? Stick around and find out. For this video, let's set a like goal of 3,000 likes. No promises, but if we hit that, it lets me know that there's interest in the series, and I might continue into GT, but that would be way down the line. But still, be sure to drop a like and let me know. Anyways, let's pick up from here and finish this story. Given the events of the last part, we're left in a pretty dire situation right now, and I've started using different titles for my videos recently, as well as naming original arcs in the story, and I think I have a pretty fitting name for this arc. There's only a few heroes left, against insurmountable odds, trying to fix widespread multiversal damage, and it's the finale, so what better name than Endgame? I'll let you figure out the reference for yourself, and this will be called the Endgame arc. A simple yet effective name. We pick off exactly where we left off last time. Gohan, Salad, and Vegeta are stuck on Beerus' planet. They're basically in a state of disbelief right now. They all feel a mix of anger, sadness, and defeat. And also, how are they supposed to get off this planet? They defeated Goku Black, but what are they supposed to do now? Salad summoned some of his drones. He wants to see what kind of data they collected on Goku Black. In terms of strength, he's not expecting to get anything interesting. I mean, it is Goku's body, and he already has all the data on that. But he has a great idea. There might be a way out of here. Goku Black, he was teleporting around. Maybe they can get that for themselves. And sure enough, the drones actually do have enough data on him, including DNA. Salad just needs to integrate that with himself, and now he has access to the Kai Kai. Things are still looking pretty grim, but at least they're not stuck on this planet. And also with this, they can actually check how much of the universe is actually destroyed. Is it all of it? Is it just part of it? Was Goku Black bluffing at all? First, he tries to get used to this technique. Instead of honing on to different energies, he could just actually teleport anywhere he wants. So he goes around to places that he knows, but only places that he's been to before or has heard of. He stops by multiple different planets, and they're all empty. Even Namek, which might have had some Dragon Balls. Of course Goku Black thought of this though. He destroyed every set of Dragon Balls that he knew of. Earth's, Namek's, and of course the Super Dragon Balls. He teleports back to Beerus' planet, bringing the other two back to Earth with him. The damage is insane. Not only can they not sense anyone, but there's nothing even around. They arrive in a city and they can't even tell that it was a city. It's completely flattened. You wouldn't have even known a city was here despite a few structures still standing. The three of them fly high in the air, looking around over the horizon. There's nothing. Everything's been flattened. All pieces of civilization are gone. But he can't have destroyed everything and everyone, right? There has to be some people that survived. Some people that got by and survived through this. It's going to be very hard to check though. With how widespread the damage is and what kind of people they're searching for, it's going to be incredibly tough. Especially with only 3 of them. Gohan brings this up too. There's no way he actually killed everyone, right? There has to be some people he forgot about, some planets that he didn't go by. And maybe on places like Namek, or even here on Earth, there's still people alive, but they can't spend their time checking that right now. It would be great if they had some extra people here. Extra people. Salad has an idea. It's a technique, something he's kind of known about for a while but has never really had a use for. As a project of Jiro's, this was something that was already within him, and he begins doing something weird. His tail stretches out and then drops a few things out of it. Did he just shoot himself? But similar to how Cell can create Cell Juniors, Salad created miniature clones of himself. He looks on triumphantly. He's always wanted kids. Gohan and Vegeta are completely confused, but Salad explains. Someone in the comments on one of my last videos suggested this, so I'm gonna go with it. The Cell Juniors are gonna be named after different salad dressings. One will be named Caesar, one will be named Balsa, and one will be named Sen. Does this matter? No, not right now, but I'm not gonna let that idea go to waste. It's awesome. The 3 Salad Juniors are all sent out, trying to search for any sort of life that they could find. But Vegeta then comments, maybe there's other planets that they could check. I mean, they're just talking about the ones that they know of. There's gotta be other planets with life, right? And if anything, Vegeta would know better than any of them. He's been to so many different places in his life. Of course, he did eradicate most of the people on these planets, but they're not all completely wiped out. Or at least they shouldn't be if Goku Black didn't get to them. And Salad wonders, maybe there's planets with other Namekians on them. Oh yeah, they never even considered that. He is part Namekian after all, with knowledge of those who are fused into it. So he tries to access those memories. Maybe he could find something about any other Namekians. Of course, there was one that didn't stay on Namek and ended up going to Earth. The one who eventually turned into Kami and King Piccolo. But he wasn't the only one. There might be others, some around the universe. He racks his brain, or the brains of all the Namekians within him. And one strange name pops in his head. He doesn't know the significance of it, but he tells them. It's just one word. Cereal. Cereal, like the breakfast food? He has no idea why this popped in his mind. But Vegeta, he knows the significance of this. Well, it's a stretch, but he knows this name. There's a planet out there called Planet Cereal. He knows because the Saiyans went there, killing most of the inhabitants. What if that's why Salad's thinking of it? What if there's a person there, a Namekian? But this is a really big assumption. Even if it is true, this assumes that the planet is still around and that there's still people on it. And Vegeta questions Salad. He couldn't feel any strong energy, right? Yeah, strong energy. He tried to survey the universe, and of all those different planets he teleported to, he only went to places he knew and places where he sensed strong energy before. There could be people laying low, which is why he had the Salad Juniors go to find humans. They're surprised that this planet is even intact in the first place. They thought Goku Black blew it up. But maybe he actually did leave the different planets intact, and they just have to look around to see if they're survivors. Vegeta has a bad feeling about this. Maybe there is life on Cereal, but that would be an issue for them. He tells Salad and Gohan about what happened with the Saiyans and planet Cereal. Combine that with the fact that the person that they see causing issues is another Saiyan, or at least they think so, and they're not going to really be that welcoming of them. But this is under the big assumption still that the planet is round and that there's people on it. But Salad says it's worth a shot. They spend some time trying to seek out the planet. Salad needs to focus. They're able to find it, and he teleports the three of them to planet Cereal. Thankfully with the Kai, he doesn't need to lock onto any sort of energy. But when he gets there, he feels very low powers. Does that mean there's people alive here? This is good. This means that Goku Black didn't actually get a hold of every single planet. He only went to the ones that he knew had strong fighters. But that begs the question, is that Namekian still here, if there even ever was one? The three of them fly over a city, looking down and seeing a very peaceful civilization. Vegeta realizes what this is. These are the Shigarians, the people who got this planet after the Cerealians were killed. Vegeta then suddenly feels a sharp pain, plummeting towards the ground, with no one knowing what just happened. Gohan and Salad are now on guard, and they're barely able to dodge a blast coming towards them. They go down towards the ground, finding Vegeta. He's okay, but he seems to be temporarily paralyzed. And just as they find him, more blasts launch towards them. They don't know where they're coming from or who they're coming from, but Vegeta knows exactly what this is. One of them's still alive. This is what he feared. Out from a nearby forest, they see a figure, and they sense this power. Someone that strong is still alive. The man jumps out. He aims 2 fingers at them, but with them now on guard, they're ready for whatever's about to happen. It's Granola. He hasn't made a wish yet, but he still is very strong even beforehand. This is shown in the manga. A lot of people think he was weak before he made the wish, but that's not the case. Combine that with his great abilities, and yeah, he's still a fearsome opponent even before he makes that wish. Salad and Gohan come to find this out. They start fighting him. His attacks don't seem too strong in comparison to theirs, especially once both of them transform. But he's able to hit them in vital points. His attacks aren't crazy, but they're aimed at just the right spots. They try and calm him down, trying to explain what's happening, but Granola won't hear it. He saw 2 Saiyans here, and he knows that it's trouble. And he doesn't know what that purple guy is. After some time, Vegeta's eventually able to stand up, recollecting himself, and he's about to join the fight, but someone then walks up to him. He's speechless. It's a Namekian. Granola senses this, looking down and seeing Monaido then. No one says anything until Monaido breaks the silence. These two, they're Saiyans, right? And that guy, he doesn't look like it, but he could feel Namekian blood coursing through him. What's going on here? Salad begins explaining who they are and what happened and why they're here. Granola doesn't believe any of it. He still is wary of the 2 Saiyans and would rather kill them right now. But Monaido begins explaining. A Saiyan actually did save Granola. A bunch is explained. Salad explains to Monaido that he's part Namekian, Gohan and Vegeta explain who they are, and they talk about Goku Black. Granola can't believe any of this. And his planet was still spared somehow, which is good, but what the hell happened to the rest of the universe? And he doesn't believe what he hears about the Saiyans. There's no way. But Monaido continues explaining. It was a Saiyan named Bardock that saved them. Vegeta recognized this name, Bardock. He heard it from Raditz before. He was a low-class warrior. He was Goku and Raditz's father. Monaido has no idea who that is, but Vegeta then explains. He points to Gohan. That's Bardock's grandson. Wait, they know his biological grandfather? He's never heard anything about him, so this is pretty shocking news. Not that he really cares too much, but it does definitely come as a surprise. This helps them trust the group even more. And they hear that Gohan's actually not fully a Saiyan. He's part Earthling too. Well, that monkey form would have fooled them, but once he transforms back into his normal self, he does seem a lot less threatening. Monaido sees why they're here. They want help from the Dragon Balls. If there's a Namekian here, that means there's still Dragon Balls. Salad has vague knowledge of how to make Dragon Balls, but with how limited it is, and the fact that he never practiced it, he knows that not only would he likely not be able to make them, but even if they did, they wouldn't be able to restore this kind of damage. But Monaido, he's a lot older, he's probably more experienced and knows how to make good Dragon Balls. Well, that's the thing. He's already made them. Yeah, they do exist, but there's only 2 of them, one of which is already in their possession. The other one isn't too hard to find. And given what they're going to wish for, Monaido is fine with letting them have the Dragon Balls. Granola still doesn't know what to think of all this, but he slowly starts warming up to everyone, seeing that they're actually working for a noble cause, which is surprising for 2 Saiyans. This is going a lot better than expected. It can't be that easy, can it? It's just 2 Dragon Balls and they summon a dragon and they can reverse everything. They summon Toranbo. He looks way different than Shenron, but they could definitely tell that this is exactly what they're looking for. Their wish is a pretty heavy one. Restore all the damage that Zamasu caused to the multiverse. Toranbo says this is way beyond his power, although he has a suggestion. If they want the Super Dragon Balls back, he could do that. Oh yeah, well, they can wish for that. They'll just get the Super Dragon Balls and fix everything that way. So they wish for it, and Taranbo says there is a condition. This wish is still a very powerful one. It's not beyond his power, but he requires something else for it. We saw this when Granola made his wish in the main story. There was a condition. His life would be shortened, but in exchange, he would get his wish. Given the immense power of the Super Dragon Balls and the kind of thing that he would need to restore them, he needs to get energy from somewhere. Someone is going to have to make a sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice does he mean? For a wish of this scale, and knowing what the Super Dragon Balls can and will be used for, they need as much power as possible to be restored. And indirectly, this means that the new set will be controlled by Monito, and he definitely does not have the power for that. But there is one payment that Taranbo can use: someone's life. Someone must pay with their life, and with that life, he'll use that power to restore the Super Dragon Balls. So, one of them needs to die for this? Monito says there's no other way. Even if they use Taranbo to bring back other sets of Dragon Balls, there's no way Shenron or Porunga could fix this. Taranbo's probably the only one who can, although he does have the condition with his wish. I mean, consider what they're trying to do. They need to restore all the life in Universe 7 and Universe 10 that was killed, alongside Universe 6 because he had to go there to destroy some of the Super Dragon Balls. And that's just what they know about. Extensive damage across at least 3 different universes, not to mention they need to revive the different gods, and by restoring the damage that Zamasu did, that includes restoring Goku's body and having his soul brought back to that one. Even if they made these wishes separately, they would need the power of the Super Dragon Balls, so they need to bring them back, and this seems to be the only way. What are they supposed to do now? Well, considering the scope of the wish, they're all fine with giving up their lives. I mean, it's important, but who's gonna do it? And one person steps up, turning to Taranbo and making the wish. Vegeta and Gohan turn around, seeing that Salad is there in front of the dragon making this wish. He turns to the two of them, giving them a thumbs up. It's worthwhile. He doesn't need to do this, there has to be some other way, right? No, it's just like Monito said, there is no other way. It's strange too. You would have never thought an android created by Dr. Gero. The fact that he's trying to save the universe now. No, the multiverse. Salad's always wanted to turn against Gero. He's always wanted to do everything to defy his orders. And what bigger defiance of Gero's orders than actually restoring the entire multiverse? This is perfect. It's not only the right thing to do, but it gives Salad more fulfillment. He's moved way past the guilt of being a Red Ribbon android, so it's not like he needed to do this. But still, he feels it's his responsibility. Not to mention, he wants to bring his friends back. Goku, Piccolo, the people that helped make him like this, as well as everyone else. He feels like he owes it to them. Gohan's too young to do this. He has so much of his life ahead of him. And as for Vegeta, he can't let Vegeta do that either. He has his family, and after all the progress he made as a Saiyan becoming an Earthling, Salad doesn't want that to go to waste. But he wishes the two of them the best. Someday, they'll meet again. But this is what he needs to do. The wish is made, and they watch. Salad begins glowing, smiling and waving as he then disappears. Did that actually just happen? Well, to confirm it, they look up in the sky. They feel a great rumbling. Every inhabitant of the planet is speechless. They see not too far in the distance, giant spheres. They're Dragon Balls, the Super Dragon Balls. With the power that he's just been granted, Monito knows exactly how to make the wish. It actually worked. The Super Dragon Balls are back. And with the Dragon Balls in this location, there's no better opportunity. Granola, Gohan, and Vegeta bring him up to the sky, trying to get him as close to the Dragon Balls as possible. He begins speaking the language. The wish is simple yet effective. Restore all the damage caused by Zamasu. And Super Shenron knows exactly the intentions of this wish. Across multiple universes, planets are restored, lives are brought back, the gods return. Everything and everyone is brought back besides Zamasu himself. And Goku's even back, in his original body. The Super Dragon Balls spread out, and it seems like they did it. It cost Salad his life, but they might have restored the damage. Granola then says something surprising. They're gonna need a way back home now, right? Do they want him to give them a ride? Granola still has very conflicted feelings, but after seeing this act of nobility from all of them, he knows that they're not the bad guys. No, they're the exact opposite. Gohan, Vegeta, and Monito board Granola's ship, and he flies them back to Earth. Back on Earth, everyone is just confused. Weren't they just all eradicated not too long ago? And Goku especially feels weird. He's back in his normal body now. He tries sensing his friends, but he can't find Vegeta, Gohan, or Salad anywhere. But everyone else, they seem okay. After a lot of confusion and searching, a few days after, Vegeta and Gohan finally show up. That's great, they found these two. They thought they were dead and not brought back. But no, they were actually the only ones that survived. But what about Salad? What happened with him? And also, who's this other Namekian and that green-haired guy with them? They begin explaining everything that happened, what Goku Black did, how they defeated him, and how they restored everything. They're amazed to hear this, but also sad. Specifically Goku and Piccolo. They're the most saddened of all. But that sadness is only temporary. This was the right thing to do. And Salad was happy doing it, so they should be happy too. But then, something weird happens. They sense Salad's energy. No, this isn't his energy, but it's similar. But it's not coming from one source, it's coming from 3 different sources. They look up in the sky. 3 people are flying over. Vegeta and Gohan completely forgot. Even though Salad may be gone, a legacy does remain. Caesar, Balsa, and Sen show us. Salad may have had to give up his life, but the Salad Juniors, they still remain. He might be gone, but not entirely. Even though they mourn, they can't be sad forever. Things may have turned out better than they could have expected. But now with this, what lies ahead in the future? Well, like I said, I feel like this is a fitting ending. So, this is where we'll leave off for now. If there truly is enough interest, I might go into GT down the line, but that would be a while away. Without Salad part of the story anymore, it wouldn't really feel fitting continuing it without him. Although we do have the Salad Juniors. So, let me know below. Would you like this to continue into GT? And more importantly, what did you think about this part and this series as a whole? Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. And let's try at that like goal from the beginning of the video because it really helps out the channel and it'll let me know you want to see more videos like this one. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? As well as clicking the bell icon so you're notified about any future uploads to my channel, including more videos like this one. Anyways, thank you all for watching, thanks for supporting the scenario all the way through, and I'll see you all on my next video.